Don't do it. Their sympathies will evolve into pity and resentment. Right next to disdain and dislike, these emotions aren't good for your business relationships, nor will they advance your career. They'll diminish your persona and could crash and burn your career. Be big. Be formidable. Be inspiring. Be unrelenting. These will get you to the corner office. 19. I deliver on my promises. I get the job done right and on time, no matter how many things go wrong or what's thrown in my way. I depend on my subordinates to get their work done. My coworkers and my boss depend on me. Excuses, valid or made up, produce scorn, not sympathy. And scorn is the last thing I need from my colleagues or my boss. I want them to believe, know, and trust that they can depend on me, that I deliver on my promises, especially when things go wrong, when deadlines loom. Only when I'm hooked up to a life support system in a hospital will I call in and say, "I'm sorry, I can't finish my work. My life is kind of touch and go." No one is interested in why the work wasn't done. They have their own problems. They don't want to be burdened with yours. So, buckle down and get the work done right and on time. Show guts under pressure. Never try to slip and slide out of your responsibilities. Subordinates lose confidence in you. Colleagues resent it. Bosses hate it. And they'll hammer you for it. 20. I don't whine, and I don't complain. What's the point of whining or complaining? None. We have work to do. There's no upside. There's a huge downside. Nothing usually changes. It annoys people. It makes you look small. The last thing I want to do is annoy people I work with or my boss, especially my boss. Instead, I want to dazzle them. I want to inspire them with my competence, optimism, and perseverance. What I whine or complain about might not be a big deal to people. When they hear me whine and complain, they'll think I'm petty, thin-skinned, or just plain not tough enough to handle my life, my job, and the pressures that come with them. I'm definitely tough enough to handle my job, or any job that comes along, and I don't talk about my life. Besides, I don't want to be known as a whiner. Your colleagues and boss have their own complaints. They don't really want to hear yours. People say to you, "If something's bothering you, I want to hear about it." They don't mean it. So don't bother them with your problems. Nothing good is going to come out of it. Work hard, persist, and wait until you're the boss. Then, change things to your liking. 21. I've got a good sense of timing. I've the patience and discipline to wait for the right time to initiate things, to change things, or to ask for things. By wait, I don't mean endlessly, because I'm decisive, but only until the time is right. I know time is short, and I'm not the only one waiting to act. The success or failure of my last project, my company's latest quarterly report, or even my boss's mood can make the difference between a yes or a no, a go or no-go on a project, or even my promotion or firing. I always want people to say yes to me, and I certainly don't want to get fired, so I thread the time needle carefully. Nearly every human venture is based on feeling and perception. Yes, even business decisions. You have to time your needs and requests to cater to and optimize your boss's feelings and perceptions. There are no shortcuts, no easy ways around him, and you can't bull your way through him. Remember, he pays you, and only he can say yes or no to you. 22. I keep my mouth shut. I'm not a newsmonger. I don't talk about our company goings-on with outsiders, or even some insiders. Outsiders shouldn't know what's going on inside our company, and some insiders have no business knowing. So, I keep my mouth shut. Information is like water. It finds its way to all the wrong places. I want people around me to know they can trust me with information, especially the valuable kind. Job openings, financial data, new products, sales forecasts. Since information is a source of power and a tool of advancement, I want to get my hands on as much of it as I can. I never spill my guts to anyone. Not my subordinates, not my colleagues, not my boss. And I tell people not to whisper me rumors or gossip either. Everyone wants details, secrets, and company dirt. Don't give it to them. You never know what they'll do with it or what their agenda is. Politics and shenanigans make good conversation too, but it's always at somebody's expense. Don't make conversation at somebody's, especially a colleague's or a boss's, any boss's expense. Don't do it. People talk. Words get around. You get nailed. 23. I speak the truth. I know what they say about the amorality of business. I don't